Welcome to Eish News Network, where we break the news before it breaks us. I'm your host, the only journalist brave enough to cover Operation Dudula without wearing running shoes. Today we're diving into the one movement that made the streets feel like HR went on a field trip, Operation Dudula. These guys said, forget LinkedIn, we'll recruit and retrench in person. For the confused ones still living under a rock, Operation Dudula is basically a group that said,
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Africa belongs to South African. I hate foreigner. I hate Krikamba. I hate Kwara. I hate Zaizai.
Health facilities are for South Africans and not for Zimbabweans and Nigerians and all other aliens like my friend, the Somalians and all the stuff. So this is South Africa for South Africans. We are saying we are hard for.
They said, if government can't manage immigration, we'll do it our way. Sounds noble, right? Until you realize our way looks like when Eskom says they're fixing load shedding. But somehow the lights go off even harder, like, my guy, you're solving the problem by becoming the problem. Their way involves street roll calls and surprise inspections like It's Survivor Hillbrow Edition. They go around checking shops, institutions, and public spaces talking about
all the services, all the nurses, all the resources belong to South Africans. If you know yourself, what it is, you are not South African, please get out of the line, move out of the line. It's all, whenever know.
Which government? Which government?
My guy, let me tell you something. Keep quiet. You don't have time to reason with foreigners. Leave, my guy. Leave. It's not I'm sorry. No. Leave. Leave. We don't reason with foreigners. We don't want the reason.
You ran away from your problems. You came
here.
You about the government. You have your own government. Go vote there.
Begging like, oh my God.
You ran away from home. We fought for this. People died for this bullshit.
You must know how we change this country. You have to know. You must think before 20 years. How was this country? How we make grow up this country? You have to know that.
White people are supporting you because you're doing shit in our country. You're doing shit in our country. We're fighting you because you're doing shit in our country. You're killing our fucking children. You did. You did.
We never kill anyone. When Mama, you are big mama now. Leave it go.
they've become the only movement where a meeting can start as a march and end as a neighborhood argument. And let's be honest, if chaos had a management team, these guys would be senior partners.
Mozambique, go to Nigeria, go to wherever you come from. We want to clean our country. We want to clean our country. Go, start now to chase them. And I'm asking nobody else to speak the ultimate smasher, but so on
Operation Dudula says they're fighting for South Africans to get jobs first.
Foreigners has taken 90% of our South African township economy. 90%. And the state is doing nothing about it. The state is quiet and it is doing nothing about it. But this conference takes place at the time when half of capable South Africans are unemployed.
Which makes sense in theory, but the execution? Yo, it's like trying to fix a leaking pipe by burning the whole house down. No, man, they claim, we're not xenophobic, we're patriotic. But let's be real, patriotism doesn't need a baseball bat and a WhatsApp group, and I'm not saying they don't have a point. Unemployment is brutal, but the way they go about it, it's like trying to open a company by scaring the competition out the door. If you look deeper, people want change, but the real enemy is corruption. Not the guy selling tomatoes next to you. The guy selling tomatoes is hustling. The guy stealing billions is chilling in Parliament. The street recruitment drive? Now you gotta admire how quick they recruit, though. These guys don't even need any CV. You just show up angry and you're hired same time. They'll be like, "Hey, Barfor, you look unemployed. Perfect qualifications. You're now Deputy Dudula of your Kasi." And before you can blink, you're in a WhatsApp group named Dudula War Council. The admin sends voice notes like, "Mar comrades, tomorrow we're operating in town. Bring water, whistles, and Wi-Fi for live streams." It's the only organization where you need 0 qualifications to be admin. Literally everyone's admin. Leadership and logistics. Leadership? Yo. Every week there's a new commander. One gets arrested, another gets promoted. It's like watching Generations, the Dudula edition. One guy says, "We're going to Hillbrow." Another says, "We're going to Baitbridge." Then someone else says, "Nah, let's go to Chicken Lickin' first. Strategize, members, strategize." The way they operate, it's like Mission Impossible on a taxi budget. No radios, just loud hailers and vibes. If MI6 had to copy their structure, 007 would have been arrested in 5 minutes. The money mystery. Now the real question, who's funding these operations? Because last I checked, marching doesn't pay for itself. Maybe they got a secret sponsor. Brought to you by Kasi Taxi Association, moving people, even when they don't want to move. Or maybe they're like those Stockfells where everyone contributes 50 Rand, but no one remembers who was supposed to get it this month. Meanwhile, the real government departments are like, "We're watching closely," and Dudula's like,
"Get out here for real!"
The reaction from Mzansi. Mzansi's reaction is split. Some say, "Finally, someone doing something for locals." Others say, "Nah, this is chaos with branding." Twitter, a war zone. You got people typing like they're in a revolution. If you support Dudula, unfollow me. And another person replies, "Ye Wena, I am your father." The debates go on for days, but deep down, everyone's just tired. We're tired of empty promises, tired of unemployment, and tired of watching ministers with potbellies saying, "We're working on it since 1994. The real issue. Let's talk sense for a second. Operation Dudula didn't pop up out of nowhere. It's the child of frustration and neglect. People are hungry, broke, and angry. And when the government doesn't deliver, anger finds its own manager. Right now, that manager goes by the name of Dudula, but here's the problem. The same system that failed us created this situation. We shouldn't be fighting each other for crumbs when there's a whole bakery being looted at the top. And let's be honest, some of these foreign nationals are hustling harder than the whole cabinet combined. They open shops at 6 a.m. and close at 10 p.m. Meanwhile, some ministers haven't opened their laptops since Zuma's first term.
That reminds me.
If Dudula was a company, imagine Dudula as a legit company. CEO, the loudest guy with the loud hailer. HR, that auntie who always says, "These foreigners must go." Finance, that one guy who disappears after every donation drive. PR department, Twitter threads and goss. And their slogan, "We don't relocate people, and we just motivate movement." Carsey Solutions, instead of chasing people, we should be chasing progress. The Carsey is full of talent. We could start Operation Dula Dula. In Operation Dula Dula, we don't chase people away. We chase paper, peace, and power. We don't burn shops. We build brands. We don't close borders. We open opportunities. Wouldn't that represent our rainbow nation better? Because the truth is, no one's coming to save us. Not the government, Not the movement, not the memes. It's us, MFA2. We gotta rebuild this place ourselves with sense, not with slogans. And that's the news from Eish News Network, where we break the news before it breaks us. Stay safe, stay woke, and remember, before you join a movement, at least check if it has an HR policy. If not, make sure your sneakers are laced,